The Mythic Dungeon International 2022 Global Finals have just finished. I'm Dratnos, and in this video we're going over the best moments of the tournament. For instance, how did Ekko survive this jump off the ledge in Theater of Pain?
But yeah, Ekko using that Woe Drifter now to get to that second platform. Looks like
where's Click's
is
going?
jumping off. And there we go. Click's actually dropped incredibly low.
What?
Did manage to survive though.
That skip is nowhere near as simple as they made it look. Later in the video, we'll explain exactly how they made it possible. Going back to the start of our tournament, round 1 saw Sloth challenging Ekko and putting up a strong fight, but eventually coming up short and getting sent to the lower bracket.
And yeah, I mean, what a round by Ekko, just really well executed, as Sloth is now engaging Tradova. But yeah, that maze area was really where Ekko just got ahead, and there he goes, Ekko winning against Sloth 2-0. Look at Gigi.
Let's go.
Longming, who upset Skyline to qualify from China, ran into some brutal sanguine healing in Spires of Ascension.
A lot of sanguine healing on their healing meter.
Yeah, that's not looking great for
Oh,
them.
the
In
boss!
fact, the boss!
Oh no, get the boss out of
sanguine
there,
healing.
man! Oh, they're dead.
Look at those
Oh, we're
Grievous
gonna die.
stacks as well on everybody on Longming. Very scary. Perplexed at least have taken out the boss now. That's gonna let
Okay.
Swag release here. Still have that one battle res, and they are interested in jealously guarding.
Perplexed ended up taking that series 2-0 after a close Plaguefall.
Global on that thing. Margaret Shadama now 3%. That's going to be it here. Perplexed have looked so strong in this series. They are going to take the game and the series 2-0 against Longming.
Baldi and Donuts in Despair clashed next. Baldi took game 1, but Mistcaller with some extra enemies cost them some deaths and vital time in game 2.
If I'm not mistaken, I did see the Hunter running off to the side here, so they should have trash coming up on the boss here shortly. All of their melee gets hit by that Fox, though. You can see Fired Up ends up going down to it. That is not ideal. They have to use their one and only battle res remaining. They'll have another one in 30 seconds, though, so not too big of a deal. But that is 5 seconds of death timers on the board here.
Guest intermission phase can be annoying. Lip actually proccing the pot here and goes down. They do have a battle res available as it just came back up. They have to be incredibly careful now. I think it was just a bunch of bolstering stacks on these defenders.
This took the series to a deciding game 3, where Baldi came out again to an early lead, but disaster struck as they weren't able to kill Inquisitor Cigar before his second Dark Communion cast, and he ended up healing all the way back to full.
Faster. It does look like they're gonna have enough damage.
There's the Communion.
Unfortunately, that frontal
It's
is
gonna
right on.
Oh,
No,
no.
that's a full heal going off.
And that Shaq going down is just the cherry on the top, the icing on the cake. What a series, and what a comeback from Donuts in Despair.
Wow.
That was a massive achievement for them. What a game.
Monka took on Omegalul next, and opted to save their bloodlust to absolutely annihilate all of the enemies in Domino Venomblades room, and keep themselves in the upper bracket at Omegalul's expense.
If they wanted this Domino Venomblade Lust, and where did that trash go? Where, has anybody seen
gone.
the trash that they pulled there? I don't see
It
it
has
anymore,
been.
yeah. They do have that Bloodlust now falling off, but Monka, 10% on the boss. Great dungeon from both teams, but Monka have looked so smart with how they've handled this dungeon and saying, you know what? 1 Bloodlust is better than 2 in this place, and we are going to get our 100%. 1440 in Plaguefall.
Day 2 began in the upper bracket with Ekko versus Perplexed, and this is where Ekko showed off their Theater of Pain jump. Fall damage would have been lethal here, and ghostly hands grab you while you're midair and prevent the use of many abilities. But Ekko used the Woe Cypher movement speed buff to make the jump, and they used several anti-fall damage effects, including swapping some characters to Pandaren in order to survive.
They just skipped all the way ahead to this third platform, and this must be the reason why they're playing those Pandaren, right? Having that fall damage reduction and just barely managed to surviving here without having to use those portals, because you can see, look at Perplexed, they have to use those gateways, those portals, and it takes quite a while for them to move to this platform. So Ekko just saving a lot of time by just jumping off with that Woe Drifter buff and that fall damage reduction.
Even against this time-saving skip, Perplexed almost caught up, but were eventually defeated. Down in the lower bracket, Omegalul took out 2 of the MDI's most storied teams.
They don't have JB here for this trash pull. How are they going to live through this trash? They have to do it. This is the last chance they have to stay in this tournament. All eyes right now are on Lepan to stay alive. can keep Baldi in, and it's not going to happen. Lepan goes down. That's going to be a full team wipe for Baldi, and all Omegalul has to do is finish off these last two Shattered Visages.
And there's a collapsing star that will explode soon, but not soon enough. Omegalul stop the timer here at 11:07.
Sloth eliminated Donuts in Despair off of some innovation in Streets of Wonder. Here's Zyronic's analysis from the weekend.
Let's take a look at what they ended up doing there. After they killed the first boss, they got their Woe Drifter buff like most teams tend to do. But their Priest and their Warlock ended up going towards the left side of the dungeon for a couple different reasons. Number one, the Priest has to Mind Soothe the mini-boss so they can get by, and the Warlock sits behind and makes sure that he actually starts the RP for this dinosaur to spawn as well. That allows them to pull that trash mob later on in the dungeon. The Priest will go on to do RP on the right side, opening up the Oasis, and also the other reason they come to this left side of the dungeon is they start the RP for the Menagerie as well, so they're unlocking every single set of RP in the dungeon so they don't have to wait for anything later on in the dungeon. At the same time, the Windwalker Monk, the Blood DK, and the Hunter are over here on the right side of the dungeon, setting up their big Postmaster pole on the right side, getting some relic packs ready to go so they can really get beefed up and do a bunch of damage to this boss. And one less trash pack can be a big deal in the grand scheme of things in the MDI. It's all about consolidating your pulls together and being as efficient as possible, and getting free trash count like this Dire Horn plus the Nightclaws on top of the Menagerie, which is a long boss. It's pretty nice. It's pretty efficient.
The upper finals between Monka and Ekko start off with Monka taking the lead in the other side, until tragedy struck on the last boss when they failed to kill all 4 Shattered Visages in the intermission.
Finishes the channel even while you're getting gripped in. So as we'll see what Mozala's health goes to. 38! Oh no, Monka!
Oh,
Monka
no.
didn't get all of them, and now we go back over to
Neither
Ekko.
did Ekko.
Also
Ekko
get all of them.
Ekko got it! Ekko got
Yes,
it!
they did.
Look
Okay.
at this, they have 4 stacks of the buff!
All right, there it was. Yeah, a little delay there. They baited us a little bit with it, but there it was. Ekko does have all 4 stacks of haste, and that is all of these little 5-second trades. All of these other things are going to pale in comparison to how important it is that Ekko have gotten this 4 stack, and they are not going to have to do another intermission.
What happened next in the series shocked everybody.
Dead.
Even if they do as much damage as they can, they're just not going to be able to catch up to Monka here. Monka are going to beat Omegalul's time even.
Oh my god!
11:44 in this dungeon. Monka upsetting Ekko in here and taking us to a game 3. Goodness gracious, this is a series. They stand in and they are just pumping the damage here. Dwarf Racial is being used to immune that last infected rain. 3% on Margrave Shadama, and Monka have done it. 2-1 victory over Ekko. Wow, that was crazy.
It actually happened. Monka gets the 2-1 victory over Ekko. I can't believe it. Ekko's going down to the lower bracket.
After a great run through the lower bracket, Sloth were eventually taken out by Omegalul.
Omegalul doing a fantastic job of that. 16% remaining on Soasmi, and slowly but surely that Sparkcaster can die as well. So yeah, fantastic run. Should be the 2-0 for Omegalul. And I do want to say Sloth have played fantastic this weekend. I really liked what they did so far, and I'm ready to see them once again when the MDI comes back, because this team will not be easily tilted by something like that. So GG to Omegalul.
Omegalul had some fantastic times in their dungeons throughout the weekend, but their run ended with 3rd place after running into Ekko in the lower finals.
Igloo in that angel form here. Ricky goes right back down again as well, and this is going to be really bad for Omegalul. You can see all of these cooldowns now being committed to try and get over the finish line on this pull, but it's just Mike left alive here as Igloo ends up going down. The other players are now releasing, but they are not here, and LeMike is going to have to try and get this pull done all by himself. There's Purgatory proc, and now he will be dying. That has got to be terrible news for Omegalul's chances in this dungeon. They are punching their ticket to the grand finals here. Unfortunate turn of events for Omegalul, but very well played by Ekko.
After sending Ekko to the lower bracket, Monka again faced them in the grand finals in a best-of-5 to try and dethrone the 4-time MDI champions. Here's how it went.
Yeah, so Ekko has finished with the pull. We're having a little bit of issues from Monka here at the end of this pull here. RX goes down, Mode's in an angel form. That's going to be 2 deaths on the board. Crims also goes down on the Hunter as well. They still have these Corpse Harvesters alive that are just draining fluids and casting Throw Flesh on members of the group. That's why we're seeing so many random deaths going out. Is that the Purgatory from Skylark? He was so low there. Yes, it is. Purgatory committed as well. That's 20 seconds of death timers on the board, and they still have to clean up trash, whereas Ekko is already headed on towards more trash in the dungeon here. Percentages of this boss, but it looks like the juice is completely gone from Monka. They're not going to be able to catch up, and yes, it is going to be Ekko taking this second round victory and putting themselves on match point to take their 5th straight MDI finals. What have we not already said about them? They are just the MDI team. This is going to be their 5th straight tournament victory. They haven't lost a grand finals in a tournament since 2019 in Sydney, Australia, and they're going to be taking yet another one home here. Ekko are your MDI Shadowlands Season 3 champions.
Oh, you can see the pop off in the background. Ekko does it. 3 in a row against Monka.
And with that, Ekko claims their 5th MDI championship. We hope you've enjoyed this look at how the MDI Global Finals went down. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the Season 4 Great Push starting on August 19th.